Working Across Cultures 1. International Presentations. Tracks 24 to 26. Speaker 1.
Last week, I was in Geneva giving a talk to some of our company executives from all over the world. You simply can't take anything for granted in that situation. Speaking with an international audience made me realize just how much slang I use to explain myself. I've always felt that it gives me a casual style that I think is fun and adds a personal touch. And it always goes down well here in the States. But after seeing their faces, I realized just how inappropriate and insensitive it is for those who don't get what I'm saying. It also means that I've lost a valuable opportunity to get my message across. Next time I have to do that again, I'm definitely going to simplify my language and try to avoid words and expressions that might mean nothing to my listeners. But it's actually very hard for me to know when I'm using slang. So I'll just have to remember to schedule some time with one of my international colleagues to help me review my talk.
Speaker 2.
One valuable lesson I've learned is that people around the world respond differently to presentations. I remember once I was in Japan and I noticed some people in the audience were closing their eyes and nodding their head up and down slightly. I thought, what have I done wrong? But later someone told me that it's a sign of concentration. Then again, who knows? Maybe I really was putting them to sleep. Then there is the level of interaction with the audience. In North America and the UK, audiences will almost always ask me questions, but in Japan, people are more likely to be silent. And I used to think that clapping was a universal reaction at the end of a speech, but I found that in parts of Germany and Austria, people sitting around a table may knock on the table instead. It startled me the first time that it happened.
Speaker 3.
I found that when I'm talking to an international group, people need more time to digest numbers and figures, especially when they're not native English speakers. I remember one time there was a confusion when I said 1 billion, which used to mean 1,000,000 million in the UK, with 12 noughts. But now everyone uses it to mean 1,000 million, and I only picked up on the misunderstanding much further down the road. I also find people are often unfamiliar with my pronunciation of names and places, like Levi's and Moscow. I've seen it throw some people and lead to a bit of a misunderstanding. My tips? I think using visuals can help compensate for these sorts of language problems. Also, if you ever have to use any foreign names, do some research on the pronunciation before running the risk of amusing, confusing, or offending other people.